Are we live? Yay, we're live. Thank you. I was having a little problem with the camera because it didn't want to go on. So we all know sometimes technology is not our friend. Sometimes it is. So as you can see, I am drinking iced tea in my Baby Yoda mug. I love my Baby Yoda. Everybody knows this about me, that I am a big Baby Yoda fan. I just finished having my lunch. So let's go to the crazy ass pen story. As some of you know, I buy a lot of diamond painting pens. This one has an interesting story. This comes from Diane of Bistro Blanks. This was this pen had a little bit of a story. I was supposed to get it actually on Monday or Tuesday night, and I didn't get it till Thursday. I didn't get it till Thursday because it went all over. Somehow, when the computer read my mailing address, it sent it to 125th Street. It forwarded. I don't know how you can get 3 Hanover Square and mix it up to 125th Street. This thing. So I got this, and I did pay a lot. This comes from Bistro Blank. So if you guys want pens from her, she is expensive, but her pens are beautiful. They are very comfortable in the hand. They're very cool and they're nice. You may also remember that she is the one. Oh, that's nice. I got something just as good as the Polys to show you. So what you do with this is, she's the one who also made my Baby Yoda pen. So yeah, so I got my Baby Yoda. So this will be my second Bistro Blanks one. Keep that in mind. I kept the thing in here so we know which picture we're doing. Now these are different. I will show you the picture I am working on in Satch Diva. This was a gift by Danielle, but this is the picture I'm working on right now in Satch Diva. Yeah, I'm working in a Satch, so I'm working on the paisley pattern. It is pretty. So it is very pretty. No. I've been actually cleaning a lot up here. I gave away a lot of stuff. I also had gone to this place, this event by where the Key Food is on Fulton Street by where I live. They were doing a shredding, gives you clothes away. So they had one section that was give your clothes away and then have a section for, shredding your papers. So I took 2 boxes worth of papers that I needed to have shredded. So these are called Pretty Places. Now I got 2 of these because I wanted to see what they look like and I wanted to see how they work. So I understand this one is apple pie. So and I tested the blue one, the violet, the unscented pie. So this one actually does smell like apple pie. So what you do, the wax is your pen. It is shaped like a crayon. So these are called diamond painting crayons. So what you do is you take a diamond, use this gently, put it gently on the thing, and then you can do it like that. And you can also sharpen this like a crayon. So these you get on Pretty Places, which I left the link down below. Now, I know for a fact that they don't print this book anymore, but they print it under a different name. It's the same book, but just with a different name. I forget what the name of the book is. Yeah, you get them on Etsy. I think who had these? Someone had these. Was it Miss Coffee or Rachel Ray? And now for the big reveal. Does anybody know what these are? Kim is like, oh. Some of you know I've been getting them individually, but then I was like, you know what? It's costing me too much money to buy them individually. Yes, Kimmy. Kimmy knows what these are. Now I found out there's a 36 set of Holbein, so I tell people all the time, if you want to invest in sets, buy small sets. How does this go anyway? And we'll be using these. I haven't even swatched these. Yes, I have not even swatched these. I put the link down below. I bought these from Amazon Japan. Now, some of you, oh no. Please tell me that didn't break. If that broke, we would be up creek. This is the only part that I don't like about big box sets like this. So we take them off the box sets very gently. So, oh, and they give me I think they give you a set of what the names are. Yeah, these are the names of the thing. And then they tell you which sets they come in. They go 12 set, 24, 36, 50, 50, pastel, 100, 150. Yeah, there's a 12 pastel clad, there's a 24, there's a 36, and I think there's a 36 pastel set. So just so you get an idea of what they look like. Yeah, I know, right? And then they give you a little sheet here. And a lot of the things they give you in here are very useful. So I actually keep some of these booklets with some of my pencils when I get them because I like to keep them. And then here's a whole bunch of things that they have. I didn't get this book the last time. So that's good. Oh, these smell. Oh, yeah, they smell. But they smell. Every set you're going to get a pencil smell. So let's look at what they are. Behold the goodness. Behold the goodness. And these were, I'm not going to lie, these were expensive. Oh, I like this. I like that they give you these things on the side to hold them. I will have to organize these at some point. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be using these today. Oh, who is now tweeting me? That was Michelle telling me that she's going to be on. I just had to inform her I was on. Oh, look at these. Oh, look at those. Aren't those pretty? These were not cheap. I'm not going to lie and say they were cheap because they were not cheap. I do have some Holbein, some that I bought in a smaller set. Now, you can buy them in 12 sets of pastels, 12 set regular color. There's a 36 set, but I'm not sure what is in the 36 set. There's a 50 set of regular colors and a 50 set of pastels. I know that because I bought the pastels first. And I did this one. Oh, my. What pink is that? Oh, that's the luminous pink. These are some of these colors you may have seen before in the pastels. Yes, the beautiful pastel ones. So I found out they come in, this is what they come in. The regular 12 set of pencils, then there's a 12 set of pastels. Then there's a 36 set, but I'm not sure if those are the pastels or regular colors. They might have both. Then there's a 50 set of regular colors and a 50 set of pastels. Then there's 100 colors in it, and then there's 50. So that's in there. And look at how nice they did it, Michelle. They put it like this. And they put plastic around the box when I got them. So as some of you know, I already have some Holbeins. I will have to swatch these out, unfortunately, at some point. So I will probably be making a swatch sheet. And they came with lots of booklets too, Michelle. They came with booklets. Look at that. They came with a nice booklet and everything. I think, you know, when you get a set, you want to do this in a way, but because it's all in Japanese, I'm not going to be able to read this easily. But we can learn that. Swatching a set should not be that hard. But they give you all kinds of things you can do with the pencils. And they give you another little thing. I like when they give you little booklets. So that's what came in. Oh, Miss Michelle didn't get to see the new pen or the crayons. The diamond painting crayons. So this is my pen from Bistro Blanks. That traveled all the way to 125th Street. We won't even get into that. Then this is another diamond painting thing, and this is like a diamond painting pen. What you do with it very gently, this is called a pretty placer. It looks like a crayon, Basically, it is in a crayon, but what you do is you gently put it on your diamond painting pen, and then you take one and then you place it on it. So the wax is your pen. It's called the Pretty Place, and you go to Etsy to buy them. They are pricey, but some people have said that they like doing this. I tried doing it last night. I was, I like my pens a little bit better, but these are good when you don't want to, you know, but you got to be gentle with them. So we are coloring. I'm surprised you're not drooling over the Holbein. Yes, I know what it means when you drool over your new pencils. Believe me, we all have that. So this is what I kept my Holbeins in original. This is what I have kept my Holbeins in. These are my first few sets. So this is a combination of my first, second. As you guys can see, these are Holbeins too. And these are what we call gently used but logs. So these come from the past stuff set, and some of these I bought individually off of Dick Blick. But what happened was, I'm going to explain. What happened with the Dick Blicks is that I find for myself personally that these, if you get them individually, they're $3.19 a piece individually. So let's say you buy the 50 set of pastels, but then you want more colors. You're going to end up spending more for the 100 pencils that you don't have than you do. And I'm going to have to make out a swatch sheet. So then you get these, which are my extras. So now I'll have some extras. Because this is my first set that I ever worked with. So let's give her blonde hair. Then you notice it is a bird. Yes, I am coloring a bird today. Yes, we will be coloring a bird. And you can do beautiful skin tones with the Holbeins. I saw somebody do a dark skin girl with the Holbeins, and I was like, oh, I could never even do that. I didn't even have that level of skill. Dandelion. And look, Michelle, mushrooms. I'll tell you right now, I'd rather go through this section first than those, because those I have to swatch out. I didn't even swatch these out originally. What color should we make this round thing? I don't do gems very well with pencils, so it's not in my skill set. Good enough. These are colored gel pens. Everybody's wondering. That is a colored gel pen that we use. So we're using our colored gel pens as well. Because I don't know how to do gem work very well with pencils. I just prefer using gel pens when I do gems and things like that. And there's nothing wrong with that, because Honest to God, that's what I'm comfortable doing. Blue. And this is in my top 10 to finish this year. I've done a lot of pictures in this book. What did you do to your leg that you had to put ice on it? I hate when I'm in pain. I don't like being in pain at all. I actually despise being in pain. Glitter Peridot. You know, my mother got us lunch. I wasn't too happy with her choices at first. Like, mother had these little chicken wings, which really were very good despite things. You know, next Saturday I go for my next vaccination. So that should be nice. And so you see how glittery the color gel pens are. They're really good quality gel pens. Someone asked me, what are the best gel pens? You know, I asked my boss, what's the best state for taxes? He goes, believe it or not, Texas. I go, really? He goes, yeah. But I'm going to make the I'm thinking the bird should be red and green. Don't know why, but that's where my mind is heading. I have a thing for gel pens. You know, these were such a good investment, the color gel pens. I don't really need the gel pens, actually. She says pink. Who said they want a pink? Yeah, we'll do pink for the top. There'll be some parts that are obviously that I'm going to have to color with the gel pen, and then there's some parts that will color with the pencil. So what I'm going to probably do later on, say if I get time off for cleaning, because my mother wants me to vacuum this floor. And there's so much stuff to get rid of, it's not even funny. Mm-hmm. And then we'll do the legs. Do dark green, please. Holly green. Really? How hard did you run? Are you trying to exercise? Sometimes we forget that we as human beings have limits. This book is not sold under this title anymore. It's so actually, I think it's called something else now. I think it's called Faces or whatever. But there's another word for it. You know who know that is Miss May. Mm-hmm. Holbein. So you guys can see how this is coming out. If we don't finish it on the stream, we'll probably finish it off stream. Because this is in my top 10 to finish. Not a significant amount of it. I don't know if I'm keeping this book or not. I may make this decision last minute to keep it. Or not keep it, because you have to. If I have to move, I have to make serious decisions about what I keep and what I don't keep. And, that's a thing that, it's different to everybody. So, luminance pink. Horizon Blue. Madder Red. Well, let's work on some skin tones. Let's take the ivory. Cherry Blossom. Common Pink. Blush. And Peach. These are your 5 skin tones. There's more skin tones, but you can do more with that depending on how dark or light you want to go. So, ivory. I'm going to go in the eyes here quickly. Yes. Flesh. See, what's nice, if you buy the pastel set of Holbein, you get skin tones in that. People go, oh, these are not. Yeah, if you buy the pastel set, you get some skin tones in it. There's really pretty colors in this. Like, if you think about it, the Holbeins are like the perfect marriage almost between Cherry Blossom, between the Holbeins and, the Prismas and the Polys. What's really interesting is that when you mix the Holbeins with the Polys and the Prismas, they even work better. Well, some people have said they like like a perfect marriage between the two other big brass Prismas and Polys. Well, some people say they don't like their Prismas. Now, here's the problem with the Prisma. It's a very thin pencil, and people forget this, that you can't press hard on those. The Polys is a thicker resin, so you can do different things with them, as I have learned. Salmon Pink. And I'm not even going at my hardest on these. These do not come with the blended pencil. I'll have to go to my Lyras for that. Flesh. This is kind of like the light peach color for the Holbeins. Hello. Hello, Paula. How are you? We are using my Holbein pencils today. I got a big set of 150. They are worth the money, in my opinion, to buy a full set. Because I started off with the smaller sets. I got the 12 set of pastels as a gift a long time ago. Now you can go darker than this, just to give you guys an idea. And this is shell pink. I use this usually as the blender pencil. Now in the Pablos it would be granite rose. The Christmas it's light peach that you use to blend everything in. Now, I have not tried to do darker skin tones yet with the Holbein, but I saw someone do it. Now, I was taught light to dark. Some people are taught dark to light, and then some people are taught both ways, and then some people do medium to dark, medium to light. And those are your skin tones. These are your skin tones. Remember that. These are important because that's what you use basically to get that. What color should the bow be? Come on, guys. What color should the bow be? Remember, I'm going to do this red, orange, and yellow. I think maybe red and green, yellow. Red, green, and yellow. Thinking for the bird. Let's do the bird, the colors of the bird first, and then we'll worry about what else we do with the bird later. I don't really like purple. I use purple way too much. So let's do the bird. Let's do the bird. Oh, I like you. Sky blue. This is sky blue. You notice that the blues sometimes come out purple when you're filming? Did anybody see the new set that Nisi, aka Dollar Diva, recommended? Here's a color that you don't see too often. Amethyst. Yeah, you get purple. Someone asked me, do you think the Holbeins are worth the price? Yeah, I do actually. Now, you will see companies that claim they're just as good as far as the budget-friendly companies claim this. And I say be careful of those companies that claim that their pencils are similar to Holbein's because nobody's going to quite make it there. There's going to be companies that are close to it, but there's nothing that compares to Holbein. This is a green. This is a summer green. Now, my first Holbeins were a gift. My second Holbeins I bought myself was 50 cents, and then I started buying them individually. I'm like, you know what? I want the full set. But I was at the point, this was before I did all the things that I had to do. Ever since I got this mat on the floor, the one that I roll my desk chair on, it has saved me a lot of aggravation. I've had so many things drop, and I've been like afraid that they would break, and they didn't break. And this is because of a mat. Now, if you're like me and you do a lot of things on your desk or table, and you're doing arts and crafts, I recommend you guys get a mat for your chairs because it will save you from breakage. Not totally, but 95% of the things that I have had dropped on the floor have not broken on me. We'll probably go back to the Kirby sometime next week. I thought it would be fun to do something a little bit different. And they're very easy to sharpen, but you do need a thick. If you get a hand crank one, I recommend the Carl Angles and the Swordfish really for these pencils because those are what the thicker. But if you're like me, you probably need something big and thick like an M&R because I can't find it. My recommendation is if you buy a sharpener and you don't like hand cranks, I recommend this one, which is an M&R sharpener, and because it has the thick barrel, like for your thicker pencils, like Luminous, Holbeins, and Polys. But also it has a little one, a thin one if you want to do your Prismas, your Tombos, and your thin pencils. Those are what's fun. So what is everybody working on today? Or what have you been cleaning? Been doing a lot of cleaning. That's why the pictures slowed down a little bit on Instagram. No, I go to my M&R when I'm out of, when my cranks don't want to work right. Occasionally my cranks don't want to work right, so I get very frustrated when that happens. Luminous Orange. And who'll be surprised that I'm coloring a picture with a bird? I've got to get over my fear of coloring animals. Really, I do. I think that's a wonderful book, Worlds of Wonder. I think it may be her best book. Don't get me wrong, I've loved a lot of Johanna's, but some of her books are better than others. It's nothing personal, it's just the way it is. Her books are lovely. You know, today I did something really not stupid, but really not. I was at Lazy River, and you guys know that I want a pen from this guy. Oh, I hate when they do that. I've had that happen to me before, and I'm like, you know. I did. I think they're expensive. To tell you the truth, I do think they're expensive. Right now, I'm not getting too many art supplies because I got to deal with what I have currently. That's not to say what I have right now is bad. It's just with me, I have to be careful when I'm getting in and when I'm getting out. And then you get out. I always find that I miss something when I'm doing the colors. I know Kim and Michelle are surprised I'm doing a picture with a bird in it. Now it's a picture I skipped because I like the other pictures a little bit more. But that's gonna just make me not want to color in the book, and I gotta get over my fears of certain things. At some point, I would like to start using these and these again. These are my watercolors, my Puritaki watercolors, and this too, my Neo colors. At some point, I have to go do that, and I think I'm gonna have to use my water brush pens to finish off my Easter Bliss coloring book from Coloring Page Bliss. And no, I'm not saving that book because the thing is, once I finish a book, I'm not saving it because I don't want to have to pack it if I have to move. So it's just some things are up for. Orange, luminous orange. The reason why I'm using the ones I have in here is because I don't really want to use that and then mix up what is. Plus, I have to do a swatch. We have not properly swatched these, and we're doing this without really swatching the pencils, which is you're not really supposed to do that. But at this point, I feel like red. Yellow. But look how vivid these colors are. These colors are. Hey, Uncle Dan, how are you? Green. Thinking yellow. I'm thinking yellow for this. That's what I like about this. See? These you can go like this. Yellow. This really isn't yellow, it's dandelion, but it's a yellow to me. I thought it was fun to do some stuff with the. Then we got to figure out what we're doing for the legs. We're probably making the legs yellow or red. Not gonna make the things yellow. I don't know why I thought about that, but then it did that. To me, it's all about like what choices you make. Like, and everybody likes different things when they color. Like some people like doing very pastel colors. Some people like doing dark colors. Until that party at the bars. I miss the days when it was dead quiet. Nobody was playing music at the bars. Because not all music is. I could try to do new combinations, new colors. Mhm. So guys, start thinking about what we could do with the mushrooms, the other stuff in this. This is my favorite sharpener. This is a call angle for those who are wondering what I use to point sharp. And then the Copic refills here. I use a lot of different mediums. Got Copic sprees. Where's my? See, this is why I don't like. Oh, thinking I want to do this in purple, these little buttons. This is amethyst. I know, right? We did that also with some gel pens. Some of this was done with gel pens. But these are also Holbein, so, you know. Someone asked me, what are the most expensive pencils? And I'll tell you right now, honest to God, I think they're those Felismo pencils from Japan where you have to buy so many every month before you hit 500 and they don't even offer refills. So once you're done collecting them, that's it. I think you have to subscribe for a whole 10 months and get like 50 pencils a month. Those are the most expensive pencils. I don't know what case I would fit 500 pencils in. I don't either. I think that's like I'll just probably buy like 100, 150, give me those, and then I'm fine. I think that may be overkill. Blue, horizon blue. Yellow. Do you ever have that happen? You're working on something and then you see something else in the picture, you're like, oh, I got to do that now, otherwise I'll forget. What color should her buttons be? Then we'll do the mushrooms last. I think I see the color I'm going to use for the outfit. Cobalt blue. No, it can't be the same color as the bow because then it clashes too much. The bow should stand out on its own. Grace sent her many, many colors. Grace sent her many, many sketch pads and her scrap paper. This is how you know what color you're going to use. Lilac. That would work. Which one, ladies? I'm thinking mauve. I'm thinking this purple here, the mauve. Yeah, that works. Then we'll color it the lilac color outside. You notice that too. Yeah, sometimes you pick up on things as you color it, that you're like, really, that's not proportionate. No, one time I visited Arizona many years ago. I think I was a teenager. So I looked back at the picture and I'm holding this cockatoo. And her name was Jasmine, and she was a pink cockatoo my aunt owned. You know, and I should have listened to my father that that bird could be very nasty. The bird had been very nice to me. And then when we took the picture, right as the camera's going, the bird took a big chunk of my skin and bit me. And she was not, and I was like, basically, she's been filming videos. Her quarantine video was funny, the one that she did with the quarantine video. Yeah, I've been catching up on videos. I'm behind again. Some people decided to do their whole collection haul. Should we make this orange, green, or yellow? Orange, green, or yellow? Guys, orange, green, or yellow? Thinking orange would make it pop more. But if we did yellow, isn't it? It's like really snarky. Orange. Start thinking about what we should do with the. Are the Holbeins expensive? Yes. Are they worth it? Yes. In my opinion, they're much better, in my opinion, than a lot of the pencils out there. Yeah. I was a little upset yesterday because I wasn't feeling very good. Like, I don't know what happened. I got really dizzy all of a sudden. And no, I haven't taken my second COVID shot yet. I take it next week. So next Saturday and Sunday, there probably will not be a stream because I'm going to be taking my, Saturday I got to go for my shot. I got to go all the way up to the Bronx to get it. Yes, this is called Luminous Orange. Now you can buy these. Now you can buy these on Dick Blake solo, but they're like about $3.19 a piece. Keep that in mind if you buy 6 or more. Hannah always has some really nice stuff. Hannah Carlson. Like it looks like this are good to test out your new pencils and new mediums. Like I don't do watercolor a lot in my books that aren't watercolor, just because I don't want to damage them. Someone asked me, "Do you do backgrounds in this?" I've seen people do backgrounds on these pictures, and that's up to them. That's up to the individual colorist if they want to do backgrounds. I'm thinking red and pink, but different red and pink for the mushrooms. Which color looks so smooth, the purple or the blue? I'm thinking this will be blue. Yeah, we'll make this the same blue. This and this will be the same blue. Just to keep the uniform colors. But when you get pencils, they come in different qualities. Now, believe it or not, the Holbeins actually have a really decent, here's when you can tell they're really good because they have stars on them. And the stars tell you, the stars, if you ever get pencils with stars and you're not sure what they are, that's a life fast rating on the pencils. No, we did not finish the dragon. We got Holbeins today, Andrea. New ones. I bought a whole set of Holbeins. We did not finish the dragon. We're gonna do that next time because I got Holbeins today. So I wanted to show them off and I wanted to color this. Yes, how is Charlie doing, Andrea? And a pretty new diamond painting pen. I have a diamond painting pen. She can tell. I have a disease. How am I breaking you? I'm not breaking you. People call me an enabler, but really, I'm not the head enabler. I know who the head enabler is, if you guys want to know. It begins with an A and it begins with N. No. What does Andrea mean? Does she mean she bought a diamond pen too? We're gonna color this and this blue. Then we'll do the mushrooms as the final thing. I am not breaking you. I am simply reminding you there are better ways to do your projects. When I found a tool that's just as good as a pen, Andrea. These are called Pretty Places. You buy them on Etsy. Andrea wants diamond painting device. These are called Pretty Places. They look like a crayon. This is an apple pie. You buy them on Etsy. They look like a crayon. Oh, that smells so nice. It smells nice. This is apple pie. Basically, it's like the wax is your pen, and you put the drill in there, and then you do that, and then you put it on your pen. You buy these off of Etsy. They're called Pretty Places. If I'm not buying wax, I'm buying trays. If I'm not doing that, then I'm buying coloring books. If I'm not doing that, I'm buying supplies. So keep that in mind. So diamond painting seems to be the thing that I really like to do. At some point, I'm going to go back and watch the wrestling I missed. I no longer have the WWE Network because they sold it to Peacock, so can't watch wrestling like I used to. I think I saw them on Jeremy's, Miss Coffee's channel. I forget whose channel I saw them on. Mind you, I haven't been diamond painting all that long. Maybe next time we'll do some diamond painting on the channel. Because we haven't done diamond painting on the channel in a while. Maybe a diamond painting and chat video is needed. Max, I won't do the big one up here. The big one's too big for up here. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I will tell you they were about $300. It came up to about $293 for my Holbeins. A lot of diamond painters have them. Remember, we still have the mushrooms to do. This is sky blue. You know, I saw a lot of diamond painters with them. But every time I tried to buy them, they were out of stock. So then I saw that they were in stock again. So I thought I'll just buy 2 of them. Just to see if I like them. To see if they're okay. I tried them last night on my smaller painting. But I think the picture actually, oh my. But you know, Kim, I had the extra money. Plus, some of you may not know this, but I saved my stimulus money and I saved some other money during the last few months. So that was why I was able to successfully pay down my tax bill. But I tell you, I still am a little sore about it. Yeah, I'm getting a very small refund from the federal, but I have to pay a lot of money. I wouldn't say a lot of money, but I would say a nice sized chunk of change to the state. So this is because the state didn't take the right amount of money. And I told them to take as much as they could, but they said, no, we're only taking 2.5%. Because they're doing this in New York State, they're kind of screwing the people over. You know, and I made my joke. Me and my boss made a joke with one another. The only thing I don't like about this is when you color, the pages start to come loose in this book a little bit. You know, and, you know, but I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be transparent about how much things cost. And what's going on about it. You know, I'm not going to sit here and go, everything is hunky-dory. It was a huge chunk to pay my taxes this year. I mean, it's nowhere near the $2,100 that I originally was set to have to pay. Yeah, this was before the stimulus rules happened. So think about that. You know, that was before the $10,200 credit card issued, and then, you know, I didn't file because I was like in shock. So it was a good thing I waited to file for this year. Now, normally, I always file early. So keep that in mind. I always file early. Never not filed early. But this is the first year that I kind of filed a lot later than I should have. No, and that's why I've been buying a lot less stuff, because I was like concerned about the bill that I was going to have to pay. So, and then I've had other people advise me, oh, you need to sell this, you need to sell that. Then you also guys know that I also have a bunch of comic books. Now, some of those comic books are actually, they may or may not be worth money. So I have to get some of them actually appraised. Once I get them, and then I have to get them slabbed. Now, getting them slabbed, it could be like, getting them slabbed is like almost $100, but if I get them signed, there's an additional $20. So to get my comic book slabbed, which means, you know, you get them graded, and then they become worth more money once you get your comic books graded. Yes, this is an absolutely true thing. You could sell your comic book for $45, but let's say you get it graded. That adds like $200, $300 to the price when you go to sell them. Do not ask me about how I know this stuff about comic books. You know, back in my day when I first started collecting, they didn't have slapping. Now they do, so it's just a different way to do things. You know, I don't want to be honest and transparent. I don't want to be too honest and transparent, but there are things that need to be. Hold on, guys. I've been moving, you know, things and trying to be neater while I'm up here. My mother wants me to start cleaning out the house more, make the floor look neat, make everything look neat. So that way when the appraiser comes, the house looks somewhat decent. I'm going to have to literally take everything that's in this side corner where my printer is, take it all out, vacuum it, clean it, do what is necessary to do it, you know, make it look somewhat neat. Everything has to be clean because my mother's sending having an appraiser come and value the house. So, you know, that means my mother wants the house to look really very, very clean. Basically, I had to the other day, me and my mother basically the other day. That's okay. The other day, me and my mother, because my mother's having an appraiser to come and value the house, so everything has to be clean. So literally, me and my mother, I literally swept the floors, washed the floors, scrubbed the floors, you know, scrubbed the walls by the floors. Now I'm gonna have to start washing the windows and windex and everything. And you guys know what that's really about. My mother wants the house to look clean, so that way she gets the best price for the house. I'm thinking maybe I might start selling some of the comic books because then it'll be less for me to pack, you know. I'm going to try and be as less as I can be. My favorite color depends on what my mood is. Like sometimes I love coloring reds, pinks. I would say my favorite colors are reds and pinks mostly, but that doesn't mean that I don't use things like these colors are more of a pastel color, if that makes sense to you. Lilac. And I'm thinking about things like, well, should I keep my games, like my computer video games? Like, I'm thinking, well, I don't really play my Sims anymore, and I love playing my Sims, but now you can download the newer versions of it. I have the old Sims 2 games. I'm thinking, maybe I should get rid of that because, you start getting into a habit of keeping things you don't need. And to me, I'm like at the point now where I'm like, okay, what do I really need? What do I not need? You start getting into that point of what looks better for you in the long run? What's going to make you happier? Really? I love them, but I'm going to be downloading the newer versions. My old games don't work on my new computer. I found that out the hard way when I had to upload them. So it doesn't work like that. And as much as I love my Sims, it's just taking up so much space in my life. See you later, Johannes. And I think we're going to make it rose pink. Bye, Johannes. But everybody's in a different situation. I'm in a situation where I need to be like, let's think about what is going to make me happy to keep me with. Then there's my diamond painting stuff that I'm going to have to pack at some point. You people don't think about this, and this is one of the reasons why I haven't been buying as many things or pens. I mean, yeah, I buy the wax, I buy the trays, but that was because I was in a state of, oh, I want to get all the trays that I can. Then I'm like, I don't have this person's tray. I don't have that person's tray. Now I'm more like, well, what do I need? What do I want to keep? What do I not want to keep going forward? You have to start being objective about this. I have to start being like, well, even though I'm not moving yet, Andre, I have to start thinking about, okay, what am I going to bring with me? What can I buy there? What would I like to keep in my coloring book collection? What diamond paintings? What books am I going to keep? What computer programs am I going to keep? These are all things you have to ask yourself. It becomes a question of space consumption. I've already started giving away some colored pencil sets that I don't particularly care for to other people. I've given a lot of stuff to the show. I've given a lot of books away over the last few weeks, coloring books. I've also started reading books. I've started also doing this. You start going through all the stuff like you have to be. I don't want to say I don't want to be mean about it, but I'm like, okay, what is going to make me happiest? And a lot of these books I haven't read in a year or two, my reading books. So I'm like, do I really want to keep them? Do I really not want to keep them? What makes me the happiest? Then I also have to do this with my CDs, my music CDs. Then there's the comic books that I have. So it's not just that I have one or two hobbies. I have a couple of hobbies. Okay, so we colored with a lot of different, and we did this all with Holbein pencils, ladies and gentlemen. So, and no, we did not finish the dragon, Andrea. We will do that. We will try and do the dragon. Well, for the comic books, I can probably make a lot more if I have them graded. There's certain ones that I want to get graded, but right now the money might not be there to get them all graded, so I have to pick and choose what I get graded. Yeah, I do actually. Comic books are not as like people. There are some comic books that are worth more than others. So I'm thinking about doing that. But if I do that, then there's a high chance of other people finding out. So I'm in that range of maybe I should start doing it soon and then rather than later. So that's the thing I'm considering. But to get them slabbed is almost like $100 something. Sometimes $125, depending on if the guy's going to be signing through CGC. CGC is this company that slabs it and grades it and appraises the value. I know a couple of people who've made a few grand off of CGC valuables, and they slab it and then they give it a grade. If anybody's curious, so I thought you guys might be curious as to that. Remember, I have a graded comic I did show you when I got it on this channel. Just keep that in mind. So that's what we do when we do that. So I want to thank you guys for coming to the stream today. I hope you guys all enjoyed the stream. Remember, we got a few items today. I should say over the last few days. So I will have to make a chart for these at some point. But we pretty much know how Holbeins perform on the more textured page, and they perform beautifully on that. And they perform really well in the Worlds of Wonder and the Johanna Basford books. So keep that in mind. So thank you guys for coming. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and hopefully maybe I'll see you tomorrow or Monday. Have fun. Bye, everybody. Remember, I do not stream Tuesday, Thursdays. Sometimes I stream on Sundays, sometimes I don't. Depends on how I feel. So thank you guys for coming. Have a great, great weekend. Bye, everybody.